Before I play this video in its entirety, I just want to remind you of one little thing. Walmart is a major beneficiary of government subsidies. This means they're on the corporate welfare dole. And this also means, like public roads, as a taxpayer, you have access to Walmart anytime, anywhere. Remember, taxation is and always will be theft. More specifically, it's a special kind of theft. It's theft through the threat of force and violence. If you don't pay up, or rather allow yourself to be robbed, you will be harmed in some way. And of course, this practice, whether people think it is or not, is evil. You want to test that assertion? Then try doing to your neighbor what the IRS does to you every year. My point is this: some of that extortion money that's extracted from you by Uncle Sam goes into Walmart's already deep pockets. And there are complexities involved in this scam, but suffice it to say that Walmart and the Walton family collectively profit from nearly $7.8 billion. That's billion with a B, dollars every single year in federal subsidies and tax breaks. That's a massive $21.4 million every single day that taxpayers are forced to shovel over to Walmart. With that little nugget of outrageous truth in mind, here's a guy named Jake Adkins who decided to take responsibility for his own personal safety into his own hands and not become the next victim of a mass shooting by carrying his firearm into a Lexington, Kentucky Walmart. Apparently, some fear-motivated moron called the cops as he was peacefully shopping in the corporate welfare store, and this is what happened.
Someone already told Walmart. Okay, you waiting on a manager? Fuck, I've been waiting on all that. So what they're gonna do is they're gonna wait till the manager. Okay, they're gonna ask them what they want. Yeah. Okay, so right now we're just kind of holding pattern because you're not in trouble with us at all. You haven't committed any
I appreciate it.
crimes.
I apologize, you guys. I apologize.
So what we'll have now is the manager's here. Okay, they're consulting us. Okay, so if you don't mind just English for a second.
Yeah.
If you don't mind, we'll hold on to this until we're done. That's all right.
Can I please hold on to my phone?
Yeah, that's fine. So here's the deal. Okay, they're going to serve you with no truck. That's right. Okay. Given what's happened today,
Can I purchase my items?
that's up to the manager. She's saying that they don't trust us. They'll serve you with papers.
Hang back right here till we get done with it. Yeah, they're finishing up there.
Can I still purchase my items? I'm about to spend like $80. And I've just purchased, I've been in other Walmart, purchasing stuff.
Fire
No?
No, sorry.
Okay. Walmart refuses to sell to me.
I'm average in local till.
Well, can I at least need to pay for my drink that I did get when I started drinking. At least I pay for that.
This is for you.
Is this for this store only?
Nationwide and Sam's
Fine. All of them. I think it's nationwide.
Nationwide.
And Sam's Club.
Nationwide, I can't. Are you recording this right now?
And Sam's Club. Sorry.
And Sam's Club. Good thing I'm not a member.
I'm sorry, Colby. I just got here. Do you realize what you've done? I mean, the severity, like what's going on in the world.
Yeah, I
and
totally
the
get
response that you get, and
Yeah,
whatever your issues are with the Walmart
And I feel
store.
like Walmart should have somebody behind the gun counter.
And that's nothing that a Facebook Live video is going to fix. What that does, though, is that gets 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 officers driving their lights and sirens.
Yeah, that's
Because we
sad.
just had people get killed at a Walmart in a mass shooting.
Yeah, I'm totally.
And
That's
we're
why I
put-
carry
we,
a firearm.
we put the entire public at risk to a certain extent every time we do that. Okay, I understand your feelings about what they need to do here and all that, but what you've done here tonight is this response. Okay, that's the issue that we've got here. We're not saying you committed a crime or anything, but
I know I didn't
It's
commit a
it's
crime.
not a good idea to be doing that. I mean, look at what we got. You know.
I did absolutely nothing wrong.
Yeah.
So this is every store.
Yes.
And who is she that's signing this?
They're just the store managers.
And the store managers have this right to do this?
You wouldn't believe how many thousands of people are banned from it. You steal a candy bar and you get caught, they ban you. All right, they have the right to do that. So.
Well, I at least do need to pay for this.
They said that's fine.
Cowboy up.
Can I purchase the stuff? Like, if he gives me money, can I purchase the stuff?
That's up to them if you're with them.
Now, it was super difficult for me to play this all the way through without jumping in and commenting. Let me just say a couple things. This cop talking to another grown man like he's a little kid is indicative of an authoritarian power tripper who has no logical or moral basis with which to come at this guy in this manner. Second, the cop actually admitted what I've been saying for years about so-called law enforcement officials routinely putting the general public's safety at risk every time they respond to calls like this. Remember what he said?
What it does, though, is that it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 officers driving with lights and sirens.
Yeah, that's
We
sad.
just had people get killed at a Walmart in a mass shooting.
Yeah, oh, I'm totally.
And
That's why I carry a firearm.
We put the entire public at risk to a certain extent every time we do that.
So what he just admitted is that he endangers the lives of a lot of people on a routine basis. In this case, they did it for no freaking good reason. No crime was committed, no threat was made, no reckless actions were witnessed. If the business doesn't want you open carrying, they have that right. Kind of. But since Walmart gets government funding, or taxpayer funding, that puts them in a whole different category. But I'm sure there are legal teams out there who will seek to sort all that out. That's not my objective in this video. The bottom line is that the 7 dudes with magical uniforms and badges, who already think they're above the law anyway, just put a whole lot of people in danger just to encounter a guy who is peacefully exercising his Second Amendment rights. Now, I'm guessing that these guys are part of the Lexington, Kentucky Police Department. If you find out what department it was, leave a contact number in the comments and I'll pin it to the top. These badge thugs need a lesson in Second Amendment rights. Here's the next thing I want to comment on. It's where the lead cop says this.
I'm sorry, Colby, I just got here. Do you realize what you've done? I mean, the severity, like what's going on in the world?
Yeah, I
And
totally
the
get
response that you get.
Maybe a good answer would be, yeah, I realize what I've done. I'm exercising my rights for the safety of everybody around me so that if there is a mass shooter, I'm ready for him. I can protect myself and I can protect others. The question is, do you realize what you're doing right now, Mr. Cop? You should be patting me on the back and encouraging others to go get a firearm, learn how to use it, and carry it with them at all times. Instead, you bunch of badged order followers are trashing the Constitution and the Second Amendment that you swore to protect and defend. So the real question is, why are you cops standing in my presence as a bunch of pathetic, hypocritical oath breakers? Guys, remember, cops are statistically more likely to be domestic abusers than the general public. And they're still allowed to open carry wherever they go. So, Mr. Cop, are you saying by your actions that you have more rights than me? Because if you're not saying that, then you guys should be banned for life just like I am. If you are saying you have more rights than me, then we got a serious problem. I'm going to leave this right here for right now. This level of oath-breaking and fear-based reaction is utter nonsense. These cops just got done infringing on the rights of this man to keep himself safe with a personal protection device. That's the bottom line. Remember, guys, you can help my channel overcome YouTube suppression and censorship by liking and sharing these videos. Leave your thoughts about this for the world and the Google Thought Police in the comment section below.